Hi guys, I just wanted to talk to you about Y seams today, relating to my pattern, the party ring, or should I say a nice ice ring, so it's non-brand associated. So this is the front of the nice ice ring and the back. Now when you look at the back it looks like there's lots of Y seams. There isn't, in fact there's only just one. So this is the front that I did on a tutorial on my blog on just piecing. This doesn't have the icing details, so can be just a nice ring. This is the back. Now there is in fact only one Y seam in this layout. Let me piece this for you on camera and hopefully you can understand why there's only one Y seam and in fact how easy they really are, because I promise you they're not difficult, they're just a bit scary I think. So the first thing you need to do is actually take the centre part. It doesn't actually matter which side you do first, but I definitely suggest laying everything out first. Now take the next segment, flip it over, and you want to line up this corner along this line. So I've roughly lined this up, and now I'm going to use my locator pin. I'm slightly off there, so I'll move it. Push that all the way through so we don't get any pins going diagonally and misaligning. And then this one, not quite. It's on the right line, just not quite to the corner. Now we put some pin clips on. So now we've got the pins in all the way through. I'm going to clip. I'm actually going to clip here as well. So what we're going to do is we're just going to sew this short section here. We're not going to sew the whole length because we don't need to, but we must stop here. Okay, so I'm going to sew that and I'll show it to you again. So this is that short seam just sewn. Open it up and you'll have something that looks like this. Now I'm going to press this open and I'll show you the next step. So this is that seam pressed open. I've also pressed slightly along this seam line here just to help me when I'm positioning the last segment in. So if I place that down, the next segment to do is this one, and it's straightforward. We just sew from here to here once we've located it. One straight seam, nice and easy. So I'm just going to locate this, pin going through, not quite in the right place as you can see there. Looks right. Now I've got that corner in, I'm going to locate this bit, which is where I want the icing to join, which is kind of one of the most important things. So I'm going to pop it through. That looks right. I'm going to open this up and see. Now I think that's pretty bang on. Maybe slightly I need to move the first side that the pin went through over this way a bit. Not too far. Yep, so there we go. And now when I open it up, so I almost forgot, I suggest taking this bit of paper out here just on the seam lines, just to help reduce the bulk and make it easier for later on when you're sewing the last segment in as well. So I'm just going to leave that bit here because we need that. This I'll finger press open again. So this is now located, this piece, with 4 pins in all the way up to the top, so they don't go at angles at all and you get some slippage. And this central one, which is the most important one, is nicely lined up. That join should be perfect now. So now I'll clip it and sew it, press it open and show you. Okay. So this is the next segment sewn. Open it up and nicely aligned, perfect. And I'm just going to press the seams open. So this is the next block that's pressed and I've removed the paper from just the seam allowance. Now I'm going to do the last, well, not the last three, the next three, and then I will talk you through the last one. So here, that's the next piece sewn in and pressed. So now this one. Ready? So here it is with this fourth one, last one to go now. So now here is all of the sections sewn together, except for the last one, which is the Y seam. You can see the Y here. So this bit is already sewn. Now the next thing to do is to sew the next longest seam, which is this one. So we line this up and pin it like we did with the other ones, getting that point exactly on the line. So this last section is pinned in on the longest seam with clips as well. I just need to remove the pins. I'm going to remove this pin last, but I'm actually going to start here and sew into that point, spin it round and sew back along here to finish here. Let me show you that. So this seam is now sewn. Take the clip off and you see you've got this little bit of extra here. So now fold this out. You can see I'm not going to press or remove the paper just yet, but I am going to now fold this in half, and you see how this nests neatly there. It's just like doing a dart. I always think of it as just like doing a dart. So now I'm going to pin along here accurately. Hopefully this will all join up and sew it. So this is the back finished with that Y seam that we did last. Just as a reminder, this is the front of the Nice Iced Ring block. So you get both of these in the pack when you buy the Nice Iced Ring, and you also get this one. This one has the alternative with the icing detail on it as well, so it looks like this. Obviously at the 8 inches. This is the 4 inches. The 4 inches has slightly less detail. You can also buy all 3 sizes, because you also get this one, which is too big to fit in the picture, with the drag icing details and even more detailed back for the variation. That's all in the whole packet bundle, where it's basically 9 blocks that you get, and that's for sale in my Etsy shop. Thanks for watching. Bye.